All right. All right. I do have mic audio, but I'm not using it right now. Just to, of course, I could just talk because my mic's live. But hey, or my mic's hot here, but we're not live yet. So, just waiting for my turn. There's currently a Power Rangers Turbo Snes game being played on the marathon. It's got a 30-minute ETA, but the guy didn't put his timer on, so I don't know how far we're into the seed. I just know we're going close to 11:05 when I start. I don't, but hey, you're alright. But no, but yeah, I was being dumb about that. I don't know why. Especially when I got a hot mic. By the way, how am I sounding? Is my audio good? Am I too loud? Is the game audio too loud? That's pretty much why I got the music track going, is just to give them game sound samples. Cool, thanks. Alright, looks like we're Megazord time. I wish I knew how many levels were in this game so I'd have an idea where he was at. But I imagine since we did 5 levels, they looked like they were collecting parts of the Zord to make up the Turbo Megazord. And it looks like they got the last part, so I'm going to assume we're either on the next to last stage or the last stage. I don't know. Graphics are a bit weird, considering this... I don't know if I should say this came after or before the Super Nintendo games. What a weird boss. Or I guess it'd be a mini-boss. That's a mini-boss. Is this a boss rush? Is that what's about to go down here? Either way, all the action's going to be on Speed Gaming 1. That's why I provide the link in the description there. So that's where the marathon's going to be taking place. And I guess that boss is down. Up. We might be going up next. I saw GG's in the chat because I got it on my TV muted through my PS4. So yeah, looks like I'm next. All right, 14 minutes. Jeez. Apparently it was a 30-minute run and he did it in 14 minutes. Wow. Alrighty, so interesting enough, I'm doing this run, which was actually supposed to be a race to begin with Kaiser, but both him and Unknown had issues, so it became this solo run. Yep. Hey, how's it going, everyone? Glad to see you all here. I hope you all can hear me okay. I'm Siberian Bull 9, and this is the Mega Man X Randomizer. So you're in for a bit of a treat here. No, there's no crowd control here. Fortunately, alright. Alright. So we're doing puzzle mode for this randomizer because I want to give everyone here a bit of everything. So I'm not gonna waste too much time. So we're gonna see what kind of nonsense this seat has in store for us. So we're gonna go in 3, 2, 1, go. Alright, so here we go, starting off with decent health. That jump's okay. Oh my god, those are probably the slowest lemons I've ever seen. So we got slow limits to start this seed. Alright, so despite the slow lemons to start with this seed, we're gonna make our way through the highway here with the object of getting through in under 2 minutes, as with, you know, most Mega Man X highways. Check the slides. Slides okay. So, as far as flags I primarily turn on gravity, shot speed. I didn't turn on shot limit this time. I should have, but I didn't. So we're gonna deal with shot speed. Normal shots coming out of the Buster, and drunk weapons and drunk speed. So, gonna try and get my health down to under 3 dots here as we reach the end of the highway. These lemons are great. Alright. These lemons are probably the worst I've ever seen, and I've seen some bad lemons. No! I got health. I didn't want that. And I'm dead. Wow. What a great way to start this seed. That's what I get. Gonna have to get my health back down underneath. Oh, stop giving me health that I don't want. There we go. Already off to a bad start. So finally going to get off this awful, awful highway at 236. So bad start. This is going to turn off bad. All right. So I actually turned one of the flags I turned on was random stages. So pretty much I'm going to be selecting Octo stage and hope that I get a decent stage that I can complete. If not, we are going to be doing some stage hopping until I find something I prefer. Our capsules are also randomized, so, well, randomized in the sense that even though there's 4 of them, they could still be in their original spots. It's a 25% chance, but we're primarily looking for Boots and the X-Buster. So here we go. Octo, and Octo is Coiner. So we're actually just going to go ahead and go with this. See if I actually have Coiner's weakness, because this is puzzle mode. And what that means is I have, right now, a 1 in 3 chance of doing damage to Coiner with this Buster. If it's the Charge, the regular Lemon, or the Green Shot, I'm going to take my chances in trying to beat this boss. If it's none of those, then we're going to quickly exit, as the exit button is actually free in the randomizer, so I will most likely be using it rather liberally. No! Bad player is bad. Clearly not one of my better runs. This was originally going to be a race between myself and another Mega Man X randomizer runner named Cyan Kaiser, but due to personal reasons he couldn't join me tonight. So you get this. These lemons are great. These lemons are just great, I gotta tell you. Alright, well, I tried to be fancy, now we're gonna do it this way. Might as well be. So, we're gonna... The ladders on the Quanger stage can also be randomized too, but it looks like we actually got cooperative ladders. And this jump's actually pretty good, so we'll hopefully get to... this ladder, if it'll cooperate. Eh! Bad player is bad. Yeah, so I don't like my current jump. We're going to ignore that heart. So I try to treat the X randomizer as an any percent more than 100%, because the main issue is always going to be health when it comes to trying to get the Hadouken. Because depending on your starting health, you may end up just gonna get in the door. Okay. Alright. Finally made it to the door. So hopefully we have the means to take down Quanger here with just our 3 options. With relatively low health. Oh my god, it's the Green Buster. Ah! probably waiting for my green shot to disappear before I could let it go. What did I select? Something doesn't feel right. So as far as overall lives, they're not an issue, as essentially I selected the infinite lives flag for this, so there we go. That's a much better fight. Alright, so Quanger is down, fortunately, and hopefully I'll have a better weapon than those lemons. So we'll choose Quanger's portrait next to see where we go. And we got Spark Mandrill. I'm actually going to exit this stage because of Slimer in the middle, because mini-bosses are randomized. So, actually, you know what? Screw it. So, I'm going to show you, actually, because mini-bosses are randomized in this game. Also get the health there, just as a safety. Yeah, so these cutters are actually pretty good right now, so I'm gonna, well, abuse the crap out of them while I can. And let's see if we actually have the means to take down Slimer, at least. Because I'm going to show you that even the bosses are, the mini-bosses have their random options. So, as you can see, Slimer didn't care that I shot that boom right into him. So we don't have the means to take down Slimer. We're going to leave here. We're going to go on to it, go find another stage to go after. We're gonna choose Mandrill's portrait here. And we got Penguin finally. Alright, so finally we get a look at our first capsule in this game. So generally I like to try and ignore the helmet, but with capsule randomization, that might not be a thing. Ignore everything here. Alright, first capsule. Let's see what's in this thing. It is the Buster! So we got the Buster in our first capsules, in the Penguin capsule. So we got the Buster as our first upgrade here. So let's take a look and see what this Buster looks like. Wow, that's pretty fast. Okay. So that's actually a pretty decent Buster there. But yeah, I'm just happy to no longer be stuck using these lemons. So we're going to use slide number, go up top. Hopefully we can get store. There we go. So we got our Buster. We're in the door. We got actually multiple options here, so we'll see if we have something to take down Penguin. If not, we'll have to leave. And so it's not the pink shield. Ah! I knocked him back into me. Alright, so we actually found a weakness in the cutter. So we're going to be using that to take down this Penguin. that penguin decided, is like, hey, what you doing up here? And down goes Penguin. Alright, so... with that done, we'll choose Penguin's portrait next. And we got Octo, and I'm going to say no to this stage. And that actually closes our loop, because the next portrait that I would select would be Octo's. And we already know Octo sent us to Boomer Quanger stage, so we're going to leave here. And, you know, you may have noticed that I was using a lot of cutters in that fight. Essentially, infinite ammo is an automatic when it comes to puzzle mode, so it's not even a possibility to lose ammo, because you don't know how much you need to take down a certain boss. So we actually got a pretty decent stage here next in Flame Mammoth. We'll actually get to see our second capsule for this seed, so I'm going to take a look at here. If it's boots, great. If it's our helmet, if it's our armor, great. If it's helmet, boo, it is armor. So right now, I got to be a little worried because our boots could be behind either auto or there could be an eagle stage, which we both haven't seen yet. So I'm gonna grab the heart down here next. So there is an option in this randomizer called Shot Limit, where you can just infinitely fire weapons on the screen. Usually I have that turned on, but I guess I forgot to select that flag for this setting. But, you know, considering these slow lemons, probably for the best. So, you saw earlier that there was a spring that got me up to that part. That was added into the game because of the way jumping could act. No! That's not what I wanted to do at all. Bad player is bad. Why did I do that? We're gonna go back. Who wants to see Flame Mammoth Part 2? Because this is it now. Alright, let's try this again and actually try using all of our weapons to see if we can damage Flame Mammoth. You know, the two that I have. Cutter and Ice Shotgun, you know, weapons that can be used. So let's try this again. See what my other see if I actually still have the means to do this. But hey, at least you can see this fabulous movement when you have the right speed and the right jump, and just almost ignore a lot of that level. There are crazier jumps and speeds in this game, but fortunately I didn't get that this seed. So let's actually try the Ice Shotgun and the Cutter here. Alright, so looks like... oh, we found it! It's the Charged Cutter, so we're cutting off his trunk. Alright, that is one dead mammoth. So we're going to choose Mammoth's Portrait next. So you could say, we last locationed that cutter. Because this was our last option to do damage to him. So let's see where Mammoth takes us, and it's right back to Armadillo. Alright, so Flame Mammoth's down on Armadillo. Kinda wishing I had Sea Sting right now, but we'll be fine. We actually could take the time to grab this sub-tank here. Still haven't seen Eagle, we still haven't seen Chameleon, and I played a number of this randomizer, and I got a sneaking suspicion that they're going to end up being just in their vanilla portrait spots. Alright. As we make our way through Armadillo stage, I want to take the time real quick to thank Speed Gaming, thank Feasel, thanks everyone who's been volunteering and helping out, and allowing me to showcase this randomizer, because this is a really good randomizer that a lot of people don't know about. And I've been trying to get people into this randomizer a bit more, because it has a lot to offer, it has a lot of silliness, it also has a lot of headaches. So I want to thank everyone for coming out to see me do this run, even if I'm not exactly playing to the best of my abilities. Armadillo isn't necessarily a boss I want to face early, but you know, without Spark, and considering Spark is randomized anyway, we gotta see if we have his weakness anyway. Alright, so I don't think we have it. We're going to go to the next stage. We're going to select Eagle's Portrait next and see if he's vanilla or not. It's not. It's Chameleon. So Chameleon would be Eagle and Eagle would be a Chameleon. And we'll see if we have Otto's weakness in order to take him down, because right now things aren't exactly looking to be in my favor, the way this seed's going. So let's see if we actually have the weakness here. Wow, really? How generous for the seed to allow me to take down Otto with just these lemons. These very slow lemons. These lemons are just terrible. These are just the worst lemons I've ever used. And I've had bad seeds before, but these lemons are just awful. And it's the boots, so the helmet's in its vanilla location. So we don't even need those. So we'll be a helmetless Mega Man, and we'll just have to see how the rest of this seed ends up going. And we got decent boots. They're not exactly fast, but hey, you know, we got boots. And the main reason we need boots, we need them for this wall here, because we have to kick jump them in order to kick jumping to get through. Alright, so we'll go straight to the end and take on Chameleon. right now, the way things are going for this seed, using this flame may be the best option for me. So someone in chat is asking me to get the helmet anyway. You know what? Just because they asked, I'm going to do that for them. Just because I want to show them what happened, what's going on in Eagle stage. So just for you, buddy. You got it. So we're going to take on Chameleon next, and hopefully we have this weakness too. Alright. So far, nothing yet. This is actually one of the nicer boss room setups for Chameleon too. Really? Alright, down goes Chameleon. Alright, so we're going to move on to Chameleon's portrait next. It's most likely going to be Eagle, as that's one of our last few stages remaining. And there he is. Oops. I wrote down something incorrectly as I'm trying to keep track of the weaknesses I have used thus far on those Maverick bosses, because refights are a thing, but the randomness of those refights aren't. So those Mavericks will still be in the stage. There is a flag setting for random Mavs. No, the way that flag works is all 6 of the 8 Mavericks are randomized into the other stages. The only Mavericks that aren't randomized will end up being Eagle and Mammoth, as they'll always be in the stage. But you could potentially face Octopus outside of the stage in, let's say for instance, Armadillo stage, which could be fun. And imagine going to Spark Mandrill stage without the Spark Shot and facing Armored Armadillo there. So those are things that could definitely happen in this randomizer with those with specific flag scenes. So I'm going to cheat a little bit here. I'm going to go right here to set up my save, and I'm going to show this little pathway just to get the helmet, because usually in Vanilla X, this spot up here is opened up. And so it was changed, so then it was at the bottom, so you'd actually have to explode those barrels to get to the helmet that's over here. Didn't select. I still had my thing up, and I just realized I did not select my shot limit. So, that's a thing. So, relatively normal shots, but that's fine. I can do this. It's pretty much just going to come down to what is Armadillo's weakness and what kind of headache am I going to have to deal with there. Because that Armadillo didn't exactly have low health. So, Hado, no, not getting the Hado. So we're checking all our weapons against this Eagle. And it's Cutter again. Gonna clip this bird's wings. Too many dives. And there we go. So that's actually our 5th Maverick. So we're actually going to go back to Spark Mandrill stage. It was on Boom's portrait. So we actually have a few more weapons here, so we can, and we have a buster, so we actually can see if we have the means to, and boots. So we actually can, we really can see if we have the means to take down not only Slimer but Spark Mandrill. Down there. Oh. Okay. It was Sea Sting for Slimer there. That's good. Let's see if we can get this heart tank over here. So there's actually a Discord out there that I had started this year because apparently there wasn't any other Mega Man X Randomizer Discord. So if you want to try this randomizer out, come see us. We'd be glad to have you. Nah, it doesn't look like it's going to be a thing. All right, so we're abandoning that heart. Oh, and we have a decently slow tornado here. On both sides. Oh boy. So we could have some real silliness here. So let's take out Spark Mandrill next, see what his room looks like. And we got this indentation on the side. Shazam. And it looks like it's Sea Sting for Mandrill. What an excellent weakness for Mandrill. Of course. 1 dot of health. Sour, please. Pepe hands, whatever. This is all Pokemon's fault. I played way too much Pokemon and did not enough practicing. There we go. Yeah, if only could have done that with the last shot. This is fine. 2 more Mavericks. Penguin and Octo, but I write down Sea Sting next. We're going to go back to... Actually, we're going to go to Octo stage next. See if we actually can get through it. The reason I have been holding off on doing Octo stage is because, you know how I told you that all the mini-bosses have their own weaknesses. Well, Octo has 3 mini-bosses, and they all have their own weaknesses. And you have to take the time to find the weakness of all those bosses. So, it doesn't make sense to go to Octo early, the majority of the time. But we have a lot of weaknesses here. So let's see how this Octo fight ends up going. And we're not going to be able to skip it. We're not fast enough. Looks like lemons for the first sub. So both subs have their own weakness, as well as the eel at the end here. Okay, it was just the lamp. Check all the weaknesses, because this stage is no bueno. And if only I could use flame underwater. I haven't really checked the letter, and it's spark. Looks like I ended up breaking the iframes for it. All right, so we're coming up probably to one of the worst parts of this randomizer, and that's this eel here in Octo stage, because depending on its health, we could have a really annoying heal that we have to use, like, charge ice or charge cutter to take down. So I'm hoping for something spammable to take it down with. And lemons. Alright. It must be my birthday. It's not. It's not my birthday. If only. I hope Tokyo Scarab, who's been developing this randomizer in the future, allows fire to work underwater at some point. That'd be great, especially if we have to deal with enemies that and looks like this octopus does not like lemons. He looks very allergic to said lemons. Yep. So Octo's down. Octo's down, so that leaves Armadillo's stage left. Where's Armadillo? Armadillo's on Mammoth. So we got lucky in that octopus stage because we didn't see the worst setup with the spikes. Fortunately, we got lemons to take him down. So back to Armadillo's stage. This time I actually do have Sea Sting to cheese my way through. Well, I got this helmet. I might as well put it to use and actually get that health. Alright, so that's one tank full. I have 3 tanks. The only tank I didn't get was in Mammoth stage. So hopefully I have the means to take down Armadillo here. And hopefully it's with a decent weapon. I hope it's not something too bad. It's our last Maverick. This is not looking good. Hey, tornado. I'll take it. Alright, finally off of the Maverick stages, so on the Sigma stages we go. Still not too bad. Looking at my timer. Alright. So Sigma stages, there's not much changing. So it's pretty much Sigma stages for this randomizer are pretty straightforward. If we turned on the random Mavericks flag, there'd be the changes like I said earlier for random Mavs. Get our health down. Alright. Taking bets to see if I get the Sigma skip, or the Vial skip. See if we can get this thing. Alright. For some reason I didn't like my jump, and I had not liked the way I had been playing thus far, so I decided I was gonna take it relatively vanilla there. Nope. Ladder climb was too fast, so no Vial skip. I'm sorry, guys. I failed us all. I guess I'll just quit here. No, I got the rest of the gameplay. Screw that. Yeah, so too fast of a ladder climb. Couldn't get on the wall. Bad times. Alright, Vial. Let's see what kind of garbage I have to deal with here. Okay. You just want to be vanilla Vial? Thanks. That's not random. That's not random at all. Alright, well, Vial's done. Much faster than I expected. Alright, time for Lay Tiki Climb. Alright, time for Quanger. I want to see if I actually have a different weakness for Quanger here. I know green shots work, but I want to see if I have something better. Oh, I guess I'm just gonna stick with green shots then. That was weird. Alright, time for everyone's favorite boss in Mega Man X1, the Bow Spider. No one likes this boss. In Rando, yeah, it's even less so. But let's see what I have to deal with here. Alright, well, it's pretty much got the same amount of health I do. Maybe not try lemons first. Alright, not torpedoes. Alright, Sea Sting, let's go. Let's play it safe. As much as I want to be brave and just take down the bow spider with my health, I still have 3 sub-tanks. There's no reason why I shouldn't be using. And down goes bow spider. Alright. That's Sigma 1. Alright, so we got Penguin next. I know Lemons work, but let's see if we got a better option. So I'm not going to necessarily go through all my charges. Actually, it was the cutter, so never mind. Yeah, I'm going to see if I have a better option. It actually also includes Ice Shotgun. Vanilla. Vanilla? Alright. I guess it'd be Vanilla in this case. It's still also just doing 1 damage to him, much like the cutter, but you know what? I'll take it. Easy fight. Alright, equal refight. Let's clip this bird's wings times 2. Yeah. Alright, down goes Eagle. And yes, I do have a notepad next to me, reminding me what weaknesses I used. So, I mean, you'd think you'd do it just to help yourself out. Alright, time for Rangabanga. He actually has vanilla health. Not Sea Sting. Not Flame. Okay. We'll use Cutter on Rangabanga too. That sounds simple enough. Make sure we. So the fun thing about Rangabanga for the randomizer is, you know, usually even in vanilla you kind of don't want to take out the nose too quickly, It's doubly so in the randomizer, as each parts of it has its own health table. There we go. Down goes Rango. Alright, so time to go for through the Maverick gauntlet. So let's see if we can get Armadillo skip here. Main reason I don't do it with the sled is because the randomized speed of the sled. So I've been able to do it with at that point with the Cloak Sea Sting and just dashing through, but it looks like it's not the case here. And thanks for showing up, Armadillo. So we're just gonna take on Chameleon next. I had to use lemons against him last time. Ugh, I'm not looking forward to this refight. I don't care how low his health is, I was not looking forward to this refight. Alright. So, Chameleon's down. Mangel's next. Can we still be under time? Looks like it. So far, so good, but it's gonna come down to Wolf Sigma as it usually does. And don't look at explosions as you walk away, because that's what the bad guys do. Alright. Octopus, also allergic to lemons. Alright, so on to Mammoth. Mammoth is next, and we got the Charge Cutter. So actually, I'm going to take my time with this Mammoth fight, because I want guys to see what the randomizer has in store for you when he does his little track switch here. When he does it, before I cut off his trunk. Any minute now. If he does it. He didn't do it that time. Let's see if he does it in the other direction, because the randomizer tends to have surprises for you when he does it. I.e., the floors turn to spikes. Come on, Mammoth. I want them to see this. If you do it, I'll give you something nice. Mammoth is not cooperating for these fine people on speed gaming to see. If I do it too early, it's going to... There we go! There's the surprise for you guys. And we're just gonna fight him like this. And there we go. So yeah, I'm going to die on these spikes. But fortunately, because I killed Mammoth, that wall explodes and I'll be right in front of D-Rex. So it's not too much of an issue. Alright. So D-Rex likes to be fun sometimes. He doesn't want to show his health until you hit him a few times. And looks like he's allergic to lemons too. I'm gonna eat my tank. Get knocked off, and then the slow lemon hit kills it. Great. Alright, so I'm gonna take the time before I go into Sigma 4 to refuel my sub-tanks here. So I believe Armadillo was in Mammoth stage. Yes, okay. I know I'm eating up time here, but I figure play it safe as opposed to going straight to Sigma 4 and eating up a lot of time. Two tanks. I'll wait for that tank to fill and then we'll go. Alright. I'm good with two tanks. Alright. Sigma 4. So, you know how in puzzle mode there have been multiple options to fight bosses in order to kill them? Well, Sigma and Wolf Sigma don't give you that option. You get one shot at him with one weapon, and that is it. So we're hoping right now, at least, that it's not going to be any buster whatsoever. No lemons, no pink buster, no pink shield, none of that. Doggo, doesn't matter. I guess Doggo's going to be taken down with Sea Sting, right? Doggo's down. On to Jetty Sigma. And doesn't even look like Jetty Sigma lifts. Alright, so it's not the shield, not the buster. Let's eat a tank. I said eat the tank. Got hit with the sword. Who gets hit with the sword? Can you just jump up already? Thank you. Alright, charge tornado. Sounds like a plan. Alright, let's hope for a god weakness here. By god weakness, I mean charge tornado torpedoes. God weakness. And time. And if someone can real quick clip that, that was an awesome ending. I've never had that where it was just the 4 slow torpedoes coming at it. It's like it knew it's coming at it, coming at you. But again, thanks everyone for watching us. Join our Discord if you can. I'm going to bring it up and I'll join chat shortly. Up next is Terranigma by The Good Professor. I'm going to take a 4-hour break, and I'm going to be back actually later in the morning at about 4:15, I guess, for Mega Man Soccer. The most exciting 2 hours of your life. So, see you then, folks.